Hello and welcome to our short presentation about all things HTQ and to navigate this new qualification. Just to introduce myself, my name is Jenny Porter and I am the Deputy Head of School. Just a bit of background information about me. I am my background is actually tourism, but I have worked in this sector for many years and a high level of expertise teaching HE qualifications. If I can hand over to my colleague.
Hello, my name's David Richards. My background is in business development, sales and marketing. I've had many years in business, more than 30 years, but I've been teaching for the last 5 years. 4 of those I've been teaching HE.
Hello, my name is Arasu Dodva. My background is sales and marketing as well, and I have a master's degree in business, and I've been teaching FE in the last 4 years at Moulton College.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to put on a brief presentation about the HTQ. So we'll just go this over the next 5 minutes or so. So HTQ in Leadership and Management, specifically at Moulton College. So just to remind you of where HTQ fits in. So if you've completed A-levels or an extended diploma or BTEC or anything at level 3, then you may be considering moving on to the next level. Could be a degree, but you could move on to HTQ, which is level 4 and 5 qualification, effectively equivalent to the first 2 years at university. When you finish your HTQ qualification, though, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, you've got a lot of options. One which might be moving on to university, but it's also sets you up very well for employment. Now, every student's different. It's got to be the right qualification for you and the right time for you. But why should you be considering higher education rather than going into employment? Well, the employment world is becoming ever more complicated all the time. Continuing your education into HE broadens your horizons. It enables you to think more deeply about the subject that you're interested in this case, business. But generally speaking, students who graduate with from higher education institutions with higher education qualifications have the potential to earn more, and it makes lots of other differences to their life. For example, increasing their self-confidence and their capacity to be independent. If we look specifically at Moulton College, employability really is at the core of everything we do. So if you're studying leadership and management at HTQ with us here, it's about gaining skills and knowledge, looking specifically into how to perform better in your chosen line of study. It's about managing change. It's about developing your capacity to tackle a whole range of complex situations. Learning more about key skills, sure, that's there. So business finance, marketing, human resources, procurement and supply, which is really important in the local area with the rise of logistics. But generally speaking, how to be a better manager and a better leader. You'll look at lots of different things, as I say, and it's about exploring your potential, discovering where you could go and what you could be. In a fabulous environment we have here in a rural campus, it's a very nice, pleasant environment to be able to study in. When thinking of why Moulton College, for lots of students, they talk to us about being concerned that higher education is expensive. One big advantage to doing HTQ is that you might be able to live at home. If you are living at home while you're doing your higher level qualification, it's going to mean you pull down a lot less finance. So HTQ can be cost very considerably less, or draw down less financing than you would doing a higher education degree at undergraduate level, going to university. However, you can still end up at that same endpoint. If your objective is to end up with a university degree, undergraduate degree, you can do a top-up year, which I'll talk about in a minute, from your HTQ. And if you're looking at fees from that perspective, you'll have spent about 40% less than you would have done if you'd spent all 3 years at university. Other ways in which you can look at Moulton College and HE compared to university, you'll still get the same amount of tuition time. We're very focused. We worked hard here on the curriculum to make sure you're going to get 12 hours of contact time, which certainly is the same as university, maybe a little bit more. But also that type of contact time will be a little bit different. By studying at Moulton College, pretty much everything you get from us here will be in a tutorial base. So that's small groups of 6 to 12 students. And that's quite different to what you might get from universities where there will be larger lectures. So you'll get to know your tutors very well, and we'll be able to help you through the qualification as you study with us. So what's it about? Well, HTQ of Leadership and Management is all about developing the leaders of tomorrow. The world has never changed as much as it's changing now. There's so much information available, and that's only going to increase with the prevalence of AI and how that's developing. So the new business manager, the business manager of tomorrow, has got to be equipped for making all sorts of connections between different pieces of information, putting those pieces of information together and coming up with new and innovative ways of doing things, making the connections that other people aren't making. And that's what we're going to prepare you for here as you study the HTQ in Leadership and Management at Moulton. So where might you go from here? Well, if you finish the HTQ with us, you could just go directly from there into the workspace. The HTQ at Moulton in Leadership and Management is linked to the operational standards for operations and departmental manager. So if you're interested in going on to a management role, be it operations management or regional management or some sort of specialist manager, then you're going to be very well prepared for that. Also, going on to study a higher level apprenticeship, it maps into level 6 apprenticeships. And so it's been approved by the awarding body for the apprenticeships for this sector. An alternative route might be to go into higher education at university and top up to an undergraduate degree. And there are many undergraduate degrees that you can choose from, both Bachelors of Arts and also Bachelor of Science, be they in Leadership and Management, some other business-related subject, or marketing, or whatever. There are lots and lots of options you're going to be able to take up, and you could pick up that at any university or many universities in all sorts of different parts of the country. As far as what you're going to study, in the first year, it's about core business skills. It's looking at the contemporary business environment. It's also looking at human resources. It's looking at marketing, account principles. And you also look at a set project about how to become a project manager and how to manage a project effectively. Year 2 is all about bringing those skills together. It's about looking at organizations in a wider context. It's about starting to understand how to lead and manage change. So you're taking the things that you've learned in the first year and you're looking at them at a more applied way in the second year. So you're developing your leadership and management skills with us for you to take into the outside world. As far as the fees are concerned, then the fees are £7,200 for the first year. But because this is a new course, which is just starting this year at Moulton College, there is a £1,000 discount special offer on that first year, which will be paid retrospectively or refunded retrospectively on completion of that first year of study. If you need to know any more information, obviously you can look at the website in a little bit more detail, or you can email me directly at david.richards@moulton.ac.uk. So if I just sort of switch the presentation off there for a second and come back to us as a group as a whole.
And that's everything from us for today. And we do hope that this has really helped you to make that all-important decision to take that next step in your career with us here at Moulton.
Thank you very much, and we hope to see you next year.